welcome, and this is Talk Sessions with Chichi. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the art of watching over your prophecy. So, we become watchman of our prophecies, not when we receive the prophetic word, but rather we become watchman of our prophecies when we attain a certain level of understanding of that prophetic word that has been given to us. By understanding, you lay the foundation for watching over your prophecies. Okay, so this is the part that is always missed. You need to get your understanding, or get an understanding, or attain a certain understanding of the prophetic word which you have just received. So, what are prophecies? All right, so we are going to be looking at the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 5. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5, and Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. So, what does Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5 say? It said, "A man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels." And Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7 says, "In all thy getting, get understanding." Prophecies are wise counsels from the Spirit of God that only a man of understanding will attain unto. I repeat that again. Prophecies are wise counsels from the Spirit of God that only a man of understanding will attain unto. So, receiving prophecies can come easily, but maintaining prophecies, the maintenance of prophecies, does not come easily. It does not come easily. Watching over your prophecy is an art that is not cheap. So, understanding is actually the art of watching over your prophecy. James chapter 1, verse 23 and 24. I'm just going to give a brief summary. "If any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, it's like a man that beholdeth his natural face in the glass, and straightway goeth away, forgetting what manner of man he is. But whosoever continue to look unto the perfect law of liberty," okay, "he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, shall be blessed." All right, so Apostle James was just talking about, he's trying to say, hearing prophecies or hearing the word of God requires little or no effort, okay, to hear. All right, but when it comes to doing the word, doing your prophecies, okay, becoming a product of your prophecies, you need to put effort, you need to apply pressure. That is why, let me just give you a practical instance. If you go to a fashion school, okay, or a fashion house that has a fashion school incorporated into it, you're going to see a lot of displays of their works, right? And you can always come out and say, "Oh, I saw this, I saw that, so beautiful, so this." But if you want to learn the art, okay, of fashion design, if you want to learn the craft, if you want to learn the skill of fashion designing, then you need to sit down. You need to stay for like a year or two, or even more, okay, to be able to learn that art of what fashion designing. Okay, so James is saying becoming a product of what you hear will require you to continue to look. Becoming your prophecies actually happens under two conditions. All right, you have received a prophetic word. How does this prophetic word become a reality in your life? It actually depends on two conditions. One, it comes under the condition of time, and it also comes under the condition of understanding. Okay, so you look at Apostle Paul, the life of Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul had an amazing life, okay, in his walk with God on earth. Okay, one thing to know about Apostle Paul is that he was a man of understanding. Two times he was a man of zeal. I hope you understood that. Apostle Paul was a man of understanding. Two times he was a man of zeal. So what I'm trying to say is, for every zeal that you saw Apostle Paul exude, it was rooted in understanding. Let me give you an instance. Apostle Paul said, I thank my God that I pray more than you all." When you read his epistle to the church of Corinthians in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, you see that, "He that prayeth in an unknown tongue speaketh unto God." Then it come to a part where he said, "When you pray in tongue, you edify yourself." Right? So Apostle Paul got an understanding that helped him to practice tongues more. You will also see that Apostle Paul also had an understanding of life. Okay, so Apostle Paul says, "For me to live is Christ." Okay, so you will see that he said, "Nevertheless, while I'm in this body, my life shall glorify God." Okay, so whether he's living his life more, that's why he was able to do much exploits. And he also understood something about death. So you see, he will encourage, the churches, okay, that when you lose someone, don't mourn as somebody that doesn't have hope. Why? Because he understood that there is something called a resurrection of the dead. Okay, so this was what fueled Apostle Paul, and the same thing should fuel us if we are going to become our prophets, we are going to carry out the prophecies of God over our lives. So when you look into the perfect law of liberty, as we looked at in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 24, understanding will come into your heart from your spirit that has been made one with God. So you might be asking, how do I get understanding? When you begin to look, okay, into the perfect law of liberty, which is the word of God, understanding will come into your heart from your spirit that is one with God. So all it takes to carry out or become your prophecies is inside your prophecies. I'll say that again. All it takes to carry out or become your prophecies is embedded in your prophecies. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7 says, wisdom is the principal sin, therefore get wisdom. Then it says, with all you're getting, get understanding. So where is understanding? Understanding is in wisdom. Hmm. Understanding is found in wisdom. Okay, so everything that you need to fulfill your prophecies is in your prophecies, is locked in your prophecies. I remember I said there are wise counsels from the Spirit of God.